What is going on, strugglers? Hope you guys are doing well. If you're watching this video, I haven't posted again in a couple of months, but today I kind of wanted to rant a little bit because, as the title says, I think I've had my most heartbreaking week ever trading. Just a lot of stuff going on, and I'm gonna get into it in this video. So, as you can see on my TradeZilla, I'm currently up 2.4k on a 50k evaluation on with the Fivers. So I'm still in the first evaluation, trying to pass. I've been trading the first evaluation for almost 2 months now, which is crazy, honestly. Like I kind of been performing pretty decently sometimes, but at the same time not. So overall, I think I'm about break even, but a little bit up, of course, because of what my net PNL is. It's 2.4k, but today I kind of wanted to talk about this particular week. Um, I've never felt so many emotions in my trading career ever, and yeah, I kind of wanted to go over it, rant a little bit. I don't know how this video is gonna be. I'm just not gonna edit anything. It's probably going to be long. So if you're watching, like, hope you enjoyed. But yeah, so basically, before starting this week, I was up 3k, and to pass the evaluation, the first phase, I needed 4k. So basically, I needed just 1k profit, just one trade for 1 to 2, because I usually risk $500. And yeah, I just needed one win to pass phase 1, right? And I actually did it, right? So in this first trade right here on Tuesday, I took a trade. I won. It was a 1 to 2, and I was like my net PNL was 4k at that time. So that meant that I actually passed phase 1, right? So you can imagine after trading 2 months the account, like I was finally passing just phase 1, and I know it kind of sounds like crazy, but yeah, it took me a long time to get there. And yeah, I actually passed phase 1. And then I go on my dashboard on the Fivers, and what happens? I found out that two particular trades that I had won didn't count like a month ago, and they didn't even like send me a warning through email to tell me that those trades didn't count. And then I found out that for two of those trades, like the two trades that didn't count, I traded through news, which I was really pissed because I know the rule. I know that you can trade in a time frame of 2 minutes in between red folder news. So I was really confused, and like it was basically 4% of profits that just didn't count, and I never knew because on MetaTrader it just like it didn't reflect the real PNL on my dashboard on the Fivers, right? Like on MetaTrader, my net PNL was 4k, and I was supposed to pass the account. But on my dashboard with the Fivers, it was the net PNL was 2k. So it really sucked. And then I contacted support, and basically one trade, like I admitted it was my fault. I basically traded 1 minute and 50 seconds after FOMC. Like if I had just waited 10 seconds, it would have been okay. And it was one of my biggest trade. I think I have it right here. No, not this one. This Wednesday, this trade right here on the Nasdaq, it was a 1.2k trade. It didn't count, and I never knew, which absolutely sucks. And another trade for $800 on Euro JPY. I'm not sure when it was. It didn't count. However, I did tell them like I didn't do anything wrong, and they reviewed it and they told me that it was their fault and that it does count. So at least that counted, right? So that means that I had a 1.2k profit trade that didn't count. So now, like, you can kind of guess how I felt. Like, it took me so long to just pass the evaluation phase, and now, like, I just had to like try to win another trade so I can pass. It just messed with me like mentally, honestly, because I was so pissed with everything. Like, in my mind, I was supposed to be on phase 2, and I just wasn't on phase 2. I was still in phase 1. It just kind of messed with my head, and that led me to taking dumb decision this week because I kind of felt rushed, like I had to be on the phase two instead of phase one. Like I was so pissed off and everything, and it just led me to taking so many dumb decisions this week. And honestly, like looking back, I could have made so many like I could have had so many winners, but they just didn't play out. So I kind of wanted to go over all these trades so I can journal at the same time, because one of my main weakness is journaling, man. I'm a fucking lazy ass. I don't know. So yeah, just wanted to go over those trades. So the first trade, the one that I won right here, it was a pretty great trade, right? So kind of like asset synchronization concepts. I don't know why it's lagging, but yes, this particular trade, I took it on Nasdaq this day right here. So on Wednesday, I just kind of saw that we went higher, but US 30 was really going lower. So both of these assets just weren't in sync. And so looking at US 30, it kind of took out this low right here, as you can see right here. And we kind of had like an SMT, but it just wasn't reacting off of it. So at that point, I was kind of looking for NASDAQ to maybe go lower a little bit to catch up with US 30. And just I was just looking for like a reaction down right here. And we also kind of had like this, sorry, this internal gap right here. So maybe just trying to catch like an external to internal trade, right? And pretty simple. Once I saw on the 5 minute right here that we had a really nice V shape and even SMTs right here on the high, I decided, you know what, that's a really nice V shape. Let me try to take that sell on Nasdaq so it could catch up with US 30, and targeting that 1 hour internal liquidity, right? And just I was just looking for a 1 to 2 trade, right? Just to have that 8% gain with the fiver so I can pass phase one. And at that point in my head, like I passed phase one, everything was okay. And that's when I found out later that no, two other trades didn't count, which absolutely sucked, right? So that was the first trade on the week. After that, once I knew that the two trades didn't count, like I said, it messed me up mentally, and I had took this US 30 trade the same day that I had the news that the two trades didn't count. And this honestly was a dumb trade. It was on US 30, basically the same concepts, looking at NASDAQ, seeing that it went lower and US 30 was struggling to catch up. So just wanted to see US 30 go lower a little bit. So it was like in the PM, which I don't usually trade. It just shows you how much like I wasn't good emotionally, because of now that I had to just still be in the phase one and find new trades to win. And like I was just pissed off that I wasn't like on the stage two of the phase, honestly, and it just led me to taking dumb decision like this trade on US 30. Like I can't even explain it why I took it, honestly. I just thought it was a good sell to catch up with these SMTs with the Nasdaq, and I lost, and it did end up going lower to break that SMT. So basically, like asset synchronization, asset synchronization. My God, I can't fucking articulate. But asset synchronization is just when basically you have an SMT between the Nasdaq and US 30, and it just doesn't react off of it. So I'm just basically looking to break that SMT with the asset that is lagging. So at that point, it was US 30 that was lagging, and I had saw this right here. So this 15-minute V shape right here to try to go lower, we had all these lows right here, and it did go lower. I don't know why I didn't go at break even, honestly. Like what? I just got stopped out, but and it was a big loss because I had swap fees. Like the loss happened at like maybe 5 p.m. when there was the rollover of the day. So like I lost maybe I think 2% on that trade, and honestly, it messed me up even more. I was like, fuck, now I'm not even in phase two and I'm losing like 2% in phase one. So like just the thought of like trying to catch up and be where I was in the beginning of the week, like it honestly I just wasn't good mentally. And but this trade was forced, like really, really forced. I don't know why I took it. It was a dumb trade. Like I wasn't even supposed to look at the charts. But again, just trying to catch a win so I can move on phase two. it just sucks. And yeah, next trade, I think that was on Thursday, and this is so sad. Like honestly, I don't even want to go over it because of how sad it is. But basically on gold, I had like a clean setup. So on the daily chart, right, with silver right here, um, I had a great SMT on the daily. And look at this candle two closure. This is beautiful. Like this is absolutely beautiful. So basically we had this daily candle two close, and just looking at this day, I just knew that we were forming that wick right here to just try and target that internal drawn liquidity. So basically external to internal on the daily with an SMT, and I saw this 4 hour gap which was beautiful to go higher from, right? And we even have this SMT right here with silver, which is it was absolutely beautiful, right? So right here with silver, this nice SMT right here, and yeah, initially, like I remember I was at work during this time, and I saw the setup trying to catch that daily fair value gap, right? On the 15 minute, I had this 15 minute CISD, right? That's where I actually entered right here to go long. And like a dumbass, I genuinely don't know why, but when price reversed right here, I got fucking scared. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was thinking, I think this is maybe way too early in the day to try and go higher. And I just got out of the trade at break even right here, and it just ripped through like instantly. As soon as I closed the trade, it just instantly went higher, and I was so pissed off, honestly, like so pissed off because the move like was perfect. Everything was perfect, but just because I saw this retracement back to my entry point, I just closed the trade and it went higher for like a 3 hour trade. And at that point, like guys, I just wasn't good mentally, honestly. Like with all the things that was happening during the week, not being in phase two, losing a dumb trade on US 30 because I just was trying to rush, and then I miss out on this trade. What happens? I just wanted to revenge trade, honestly, and it sucks. But basically, I lost two trades in a row on gold. These two right here, this was absolutely atrocious. And the reason why is that I was looking again at the charts and seeing that the daily fair value gap was not like tagged that time. And I saw this 15-minute gap. What did I do? I entered right here, I think, and I was having like a really tight stop loss, just trying to catch a 1 to 2 or whatever. I got stopped out. And then what do I see? This 15-minute candle two. I entered again. I got stopped out. And what happens? Price completely reverse and goes higher. Like if I had simply just had a wide stop loss, target that daily gap, and just not look at the charts, it would have been perfect. But like a dumbass, I was having like such a tight stop loss for no reason at all, just trying to win back the trades that I had lost at that time. And honestly, I just wasn't good mentally. Like it really pissed me off. And another thing that like just pissed me off even more is that the same day on your USD we had a perfect trade as well. Like just some beautiful setups that I wasn't even able to capitalize on it because I just I think this one right here, I don't know. No, I actually saw the setup, but I just kind of was afraid to lose because of what was happening. Like I was supposed to be in phase two and I just didn't want to lose, and it made me scared to enter the setup when it was absolutely perfect. So on your USD, again, the same setup on the daily. We had an SMT with the dollar right here, and we had this daily fair value gap to target. And this day, I wanted to catch the candle two right here. And so basically, I remember we had that SMT. I was in front of my computer at like 2 a.m. I saw this V shape right here, this 1 hour V shape. This would have been perfect to just enter on and just not look at the charts. But I genuinely don't know why I didn't enter. Like I saw the setup and I was like, you know what? Let me wait for New York session just to confirm. that this is a London reversal, right? And honestly, it was fine. Like it's okay because during New York session, right, at 7 a.m. right here, like that's when I could have entered right here on the change in the state of delivery right here. This was perfect. Just to enter right here, take a buy, target that daily fair value gap higher, right? But what was I doing? I was fucking sleeping. I was fucking sleeping. I just wasn't in front of the charts. Oh my god. Like I can't believe what pisses me off. It's not like losing. The thing that pisses me off in trading is when like there's a perfect setup and I'm not there to take it because like I'm either sleeping or doing something else. This is what genuinely pisses me off because these setups take time to form. Like it can take many days before they come back, right? And it just pisses me off. Like I even have like a continuation setup right here on this 1 hour gap to enter on the 5 minute, right? So I could have made like I could have just passed the phase one right there. Again, like I just wasn't there to take that setup, which absolutely sucks. And yeah, I did take a win though. So I did take a win that I was able to catch the next day. Uh, it was this day right here on Friday. This win right here, I ended up losing a little bit, but that sucks. But this one was pretty clean. It's on the Nasdaq right here on the daily. Like again, I just need to stick on the daily time frame. Like look at this loss right here on US 30. I was just like looking at the 15 minutes, the 5 minute time frame, and I didn't even know what was happening. I just took a dumb setup. But on the daily, like price is so much clearer. Um, but yeah, on the daily Nasdaq right here we have this SMT with the S&P, right, with this internal gap to go higher and to catch this high right here, right? And yeah, right here we had that reaction right there, right? I think I entered on the 1 hour. I forgot where. No, no, no. Actually, this is the same day of the Euro USD setup, so I basically catch a continuation on London with this forward gap right here. So on the 1 hour, you had this 1 hour inversion right here, which was pretty clean, right? Took a long right there. My stop loss on the bodies for a 1 to 2. This was clean. That was perfect. And yeah, the next day, not the same day, sorry, New York session, I saw this huge candle down, right? And I thought to myself, okay, this market open is a manipulation. We reached all-time high. So I may be looking to go lower because the daily had well, actually looking back, it didn't make sense to go like much lower because of this wick. It doesn't make sense to form this wick and to form like a huge body down. But I just wanted to catch a rejection right here, and as soon as we swept the previous hour candle high on the 5 minute, I saw this reaction, and I remember I took a sell right here, I believe, with my stop there to target a 1 to 2 or all these lows right here, right? I got stopped out at break even, unfortunately. But on the 15 minute, we had this gap right here, and I remember I took, I think, this candle 2 closure right here to go lower. I got stopped out again. I'm trading after like 11:10 a.m., which is fine, but I don't usually trade after like 11:30. Again, just me trying to force setups, but I did get stopped out. So that day, I think I was up 500. So honestly, on the week, it wasn't that bad. I lost 1%. It really isn't that bad. With all these losses that I took, I was still able to just only lose 1%. But what is really sad is all these setups right here on Euro USD, on gold that I completely missed or I took a loss. Like it pissed me off so badly. And the same day, I remember on Euro USD, like that setup that I showed you, this day right here, we had like a nice continuation because look at this day. We left three highs. Like this is a pool of liquidity that I'm looking to target. We have these 4 hour gaps. This is prime time for continuations, right? What happens? We have this reaction during London session, so I'm looking for a continuation during New York session. And I remember, guys, I stayed 3 hours in the morning in front of my charts, just looking for like a retracement because I didn't trust all these lows, right? And as soon as that happened, right here, I remember, as soon as we had this retracement, we took out these lows. This would have been this candle 2 closure on the 15-minute was perfect. It was at 10:30. I stayed from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. in front of the charts, and as soon as I went to do something, I don't even remember what it was, the move happened in 5 minutes. 10 minutes. Look at both of these 5 minute candles. The move was already done, and when I saw that, I was even more pissed. Genuinely, I haven't seen a week as cursed as this one. Like I was so unlucky. It's insane. I could have made like maybe 10% this week. It was insane. All these beautiful setups happened during the week and I wasn't even able to catch them. And I took so many dumb trades, but it is what it is. And yeah, unfortunately, I'm up 2.4k, but 1.2k doesn't count because of the trade that I entered during news. So now you can imagine myself. At this point, like when I had this win on Tuesday, I was up 4k technically. So I was supposed to pass phase one, but then I received a message from no, basically I had to find it out myself that 2 trades didn't count. So basically I was like up 4% technically, and it just messed me up mentally and I took so many dumb decisions. Now unfortunately, because I lost $500, I'm up 2.4k and 1.2k doesn't count. So technically on the evaluation phase, I am only up 1.2k. So it feels like I'm starting over again. Like I'm only up 2% and I have to reach 8% and I'm phase one. I've been trading this account for 2 months. Honestly, like I'm just so mentally drained with everything, and yeah, honestly, I just need to keep my head high and just try to just pass slowly, not rush anything. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to rant a little bit. I don't know how this video, I don't know how long this video is, but if you're watching, thank you. Th- Honestly, like I haven't been posting for months, but I think I'm gonna just make a video for every trade that I do so I can journal because genuinely journaling is my biggest weakness, and I really believe that I will never be profitable if I don't journal every trade. So this is a promise that I'm making myself. I will be journaling every single trade from now on. I don't even care. I'm gonna if the video is 1 minute, 30 seconds, 5 minutes, 1 hour. I need to make videos of every single trade so I can look back because generally just making this video is helping me so much to look back on my mistakes. But yeah, I'm gonna make a video for every single trade I take, even if I go on a 10 losing streak, I don't care. Like this is generally just for me so I can look back on my trades. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.